What's going on, everyone? The Bad Habits here, aka TBH. Welcome to the Deadpool and Wolverine review. Full spoilers ahead. You've been warned. Holy shit, folks. We're finally here. This could possibly end up as one of the most successful films, box office wise, of the entire year. As of this recording, I saw it last night. I just got off work, so I'm a little late to filming this, but it's actually a good thing 'cause I had time to stew it over, make sure I still feel the same way that I felt last night. Let's read the plot synopsis via Wikipedia, of course. Let's see here. In the film, the Time Variance Authority pulls Deadpool from his quiet life and sets him on a mission to save his universe, partnering with a reluctant Wolverine from another universe in the process. Alright, that was really short and sweet. And that's how this review needs to be. Frankly, I don't have a lot of time to put into this review. Not only do I need to get this out as soon as possible, but frankly, I've only seen it once. I don't have years of built-in viewings. I can't go over my notes in full detail like I normally want to. So, yes, I'm gonna miss your favorite moments, more than likely. There's too many Easter eggs. When it comes to comedies, I have a rule of thumb to not just pro and con every fucking joke, because then that's my whole goddamn page of notes. That's not what we're gonna do here. So yeah, jokes in this film, more often than not, they landed for me. Full disclosure. And if this helps, the jokes in Deadpool 1, in my opinion, more of them miss than land. So stay tuned. That's the kind of review you're in for. For those who know me, the film Logan, that's really near and dear to my heart. So it's possibly my favorite movie. It's one of them, if not. It gets a little foggy. The only question I had was, how can we honor Logan? Trademark. Oh, people, I don't want to sound like a gatekeeper, but I get a little nervous when, people were picking that Logan. So, does this movie honor the character? Yes and no. To be frank, we get our answer within the first few minutes of the film. They waste no time getting there. Honestly, thinking back on it, this might be my favorite Marvel opening ever, at least so far. Between the song choice that we used during the opening credits, that is a all-time goated song for TBH here. Oh yeah, I'm into it. I won't say what the song is because you gotta see the movie. DP is over there killing it with the dance moves. It's hilarious. It's fucking brutal. And what's happening during this intro, you might ask? Alright, let me tell you straight up. So, DP digs up Logan's leftover skeleton, adamantium skeleton. Logan's corpse looks like a goddamn dead Terminator. And honestly, it's very fitting that I have this right here. This is actually just the OG Terminator film, but they did a re-release with a Deadpool cover. On the back it says, I wish I was in the movie, but I'm not. With that being said, now that we have dug up Logan's skeleton, Deadpool disassembles him in various places and just, oh my god, and just kills so many TVA agents. In the trailers, they had it as it looks like wooden sticks, but man, I'm so glad they changed it because this is epic. And with that being said, it really does confirm that Logan happened. That version is truly dead. We're going to honor him in a different way. This one pays its respects to Logan by giving us another Logan who's not like Logan from the Logan movie, trademark. if that makes sense.
Nope.
This character is a heavy drinker. He's depressed. He's angry. All the shit that our version of Logan was. Yeah, now he's very true to that. Except for this time, he wears the goddamn suit. And of course, we finally get the fucking mask. Yes, it's dope. I don't think we were ready for this 24 years ago. One thing I will say, the story or maybe the plot, one of which it's not really heavy on that. I'd say it's more of a love letter to what we got already with all the Fox movies. That includes like Daredevil, Fantastic Four, all the other X-Men's. There's so much, but yeah, they definitely pay their respects to all that came before, or at least most of it. Okay, not everyone's gonna get a bunch of screen time. Of course, we got all those Fox cameos, but MCU wise, we also early on get we have Wade being interviewed by Happy Hogan for an Avengers position. That's a really fun touch. He gets rejected, of course, because why the fuck would he make it into the Avengers? I guess we'll see in like a year or two. We get comically accurate Wolverine, who's just they said it in the film, so I can't steal the joke. But yeah, he's a straight up short king. It's hilarious. There's so many different variants of Wolverine, and much later on, Deadpools. Oh, so many Deadpools later on. One of my favorite cameos, though, if I'm being honest, was least expected. It was Henry Cavill playing Wolverine, and get this, y'all. DP introduces him as Cavalrine. I kind of like that, man. We have Batfleck. Now we got Cavalrine. Full circle. Did someone say they wanted me to review Batman vs. Superman for the shit show? No? Okay, never mind. Besides that, we get Chris Evans, y'all. And he's not playing Captain America. Oh, no. For those of you who don't know, this man played Johnny Storm in 2 Fantastic Four films. Oh, can't wait to do those one day. That's definitely got the shit show all over it. This version of Johnny Storm is a goddamn potty mouth. This very much is just a complete 180 for Chris Evans, who's known as the goody two-shoe Captain America. He's actually Captain America, through archival footage, but he's in this film as Captain America as well. So that's hella layered. And honestly, I thought he was just going to be there for 2 minutes and then disappear, but no, he's there for a little while. The post-credit scene is mostly him. Next up, we get the return of Jennifer Gardner as Elektra, Wesley Snipes as Blade, and then we get what never came to truly be, Channing Tatum as Gambit. And boy, I am so glad we never got that film, because this one addresses all the issues I was concerned about already. It's like, how the fuck is Sir Tatum gonna do that Cajun accent? And oh man, I need subtitles now. After we're introduced to Gambit, Elektra, and Blade, we find out that there's a 4th member of their team, X-23, y'all. Yes, Laura she's an actual character in this movie. She's not just a cameo as well. Man, Logan, the film, it means so much to me. So not seeing her come back possibly for more films, please. Man, that gives me a lot of hope. Speaking of those characters with that team, I actually thought they were gonna kill X-23. It turns out that Elektra, Blade, and Gambit do meet their demises by the Soul Eater, I guess. But it looked like Laura was there as well. I was like, no, y'all not gonna kill a kid, right? Nah. After these characters are reestablished, or in Gambit's place, officially established, after that, we get a nice little badass fight between this team and a bunch of the old Fox X-Men Brotherhood of Mutant characters. It's really fun, but the scene is cut to shit. And, sure, these actors are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s now, if I'm not mistaken, so I get it, but it's fun. Blade delivers that line. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm sorry, but you need to watch Blade, and you get back in these comments, let me know what the line is. I'll let you know if you're wrong, motherfucker. Alright, let me come off my high horse just a little bit. Okay, you know what? This might be a little petty of me. Whatever. I found this really interesting, and when I say interesting, I more or less mean distracting and more of a con, if you will, because, uh, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine, they're both, they both have healing powers, of course. They get their ass kicked and they recover. Sure. Wolverine's suit, it gets all tattered up, that big bright yellow, just a bunch of bullet holes and blood stains on it. I found it a little weird that Wade's new vibrant red suit, which looks cool, by the way, I want to say. I found it weird that it was just like the suit had its own healing powers in between scenes, because it's like he just got into a fight with Wolverine. Yeah, no, he should be clawed up at the very least, but no, it's just pristine, at least for the first 2/3. Also, even though the cameos are super fun for the most part, a lot of people show up who I've never expected to see again. So, bravo and kudos. But the issue I'm gonna have with this is it might have the Spider-Man No Way Home syndrome, where it's like, it's a good movie, I like it a lot, but after you've seen it a few times and you know what to expect, the cameos are about to drop in. I don't know if this one's going to be able to stand on its own as a Deadpool Wolverine film, or it's more of a love letter, as I said earlier. If this film is going to have a lasting impression on me, like say Logan or maybe Deadpool 1 or 2, can't really say just yet because I'm going to do a video on that one day. But if only. Getting back to the film, I want to say another gripe I had. In the void that Logan and I almost said Logan and Wolverine. Logan and Wade, they both travel to the void. I won't say why, but if you're watching this, you probably already know why. They end up at one point running from what I believe is called a soul eater. Don't quote me on that one. It's a big, horrifying beast that was in the trailer. It's horrifying. I gotta say, I don't want to know what it does, especially if you're already in the fucking void. But at one point, to escape the Soul Eater, Logan just randomly climbs on this, random ass metallic leg that was, detached from a mech suit, possibly an Iron Man suit, who knows. But he just randomly jumps on it and claws it or whatever, and it just fucking takes off. How did you know that was gonna happen, sir? How? Yeah, comic book movies, nah, fam. Nope. At this point, you notice I haven't mentioned the villain of this film. Yeah, that's a little bit divisive for some, including within my own household. I will say, Emma Corrin as Cassandra Nova, overall, it really didn't work for me. I don't really think it's the actor's performance or anything like that. I gotta say, overall, there's a pattern in these Deadpool films. Excuse me, stumbling my words here. In all 3 films now, there's really not compelling villains. There's a few antagonists that get in Deadpool's way here and there, but they're not like the end-all be-all villains. Let's say Juggernaut in the second one. Yeah, sure, he's a major force in that film, but I think the villain in that one is actually the head of the orphanage, the abusive one. Whatever, different story. My point is, I don't really think there's much to her. Her powers are dope, but I didn't really see it. And I also really I can't remember a single interaction between her and Deadpool that I really liked. Her and Wolverine get a few moments of screen time together. That was good, but I don't know. Jumping ahead a bit now, at this point, I've had a lot of fun with this film, but we're getting ready to reach the climax. Before we get there, Logan and Wolverine, god damn it, I did it there. Logan and Deadpool, or Wade, fucking Wilson, these motherfuckers end up taking on an army of Deadpools, and it is just fucking unleashed. It's just like the X-Men Origins Wolverine game, not like the movie. And if you want to know what I got to say, that's what we're watching right now. That is an episode of the shit show. I just posted it, so it's relatively new. And this movie is a gift that keeps on giving. I'll just say that. Back to the movie. They poke fun at multiverses. Honestly, the army of Deadpools, it's very similar to Spider Society in the Across from the Spider-Verse film. They get fucking slaughtered by our heroes, and it's just great. The camera pulls back so you can see all the action, and just Deadpool and Wolverine especially. Wolverine just really just goes in. That's when they clearly brought out the stunt double, if I'm being honest. There's no way around that. That was easily one of my favorite points in this film. It's just stupid, dumb fun. First 2/3 are, they're really fun. Like I said, more jokes that land more so than even the first film. But once again, we get pulled back into like the Cassandra Nova storyline, and she's doing some interstellar library shit. I don't really know how to explain it, but she's trying to take over the multiverse. She's basically like the biggest threat at this point. Fuck you, Thanos. I also want to say, while I'm kind of dumping on the character, I am also the only guy who really liked the Marvels. In particular, I like the villain in this movie, Dar-Ben. There is a review on this channel. I got some very special guests on that one. I gotta say, one of my highlights of this movie, or in that particular review, was how Dar-Ben was kind of generic personality-wise, but on a power level, they needed 3 Captain Marvels, essentially, to take her down. Remember when Captain Marvel almost took out Thanos? For the sake of continuity and, just this is the internet, I want to own up to everything. Dar-Ben, still a better villain than Cassandra Nova. Maybe not motivation-wise, but overall, I had more fun with that one. So all this interstellar library shit's going on. I don't know. I don't really like this climax between the music choices, the bombastic editing. It was supposed to be like super epic. And I think I realized something. I kind of like the more stripped down Daredevil. That's it. Sorry, y'all. It's been a long day. I just got off work. I like the more stripped down Deadpool films of old. Now I can say that. I don't know, something about their low budgetness where they didn't get too crazy in the third act because they couldn't. Now that we can, it just felt out of place to me. While I'm at it, I did love the original soundtrack, the OST. It's a nice blend of like heroics and hip hop, kind of like the Black Panther soundtrack or Miles Morales video game. It disappointed me to say all the goddamn needle drops were pissing me off. It was worse than the 2016 Suicide Squad. And I praised the first song choice. They peaked real fucking early in my opinion. I just wasn't really enjoying them overall, and they sometimes really just dominated a scene, especially that fucking climax. Overall, I'd say this film is definitely on the right track for the MCU, but this doesn't quite save it. The days of being super excited for MCU films, I mean, if this has come and gone and, didn't really make a huge impact on me, at least not compared to what I thought, I think those days of me getting super excited might be over. Which is great for me, because frankly, I'm a DC fan. If you didn't know, yeah, straight up, I'm a DC shill, y'all. So it's our time, baby. That's what it is. It's our time. With that being said, let's do the goddamn rating. I'm a completionist when it comes to this collection. There's no way I'm not gonna get the fucking Deadpool and Wolverine film when I have all the others. With that being said, I'm still gonna give it a rating of a really high stream it. It's almost a low added to the collection. Outside of my rating scale, yes, I will be putting it in here at some point. I'm going to buy a physical copy. Folks, we've done the thing. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, please hit subscribe. I really appreciate every single one of you. I can't say that enough. Thank you, all of you. I've been the Bad Habits, aka TVH. And I'm signing out, y'all. Deuces.